Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a secret money growing formula while others, well, seem to repel wealth like a cat dodging bath time? I'm Abi, and together with my wife, I run a 7-figure real estate business. And over the years, I've learned firsthand how small daily habits can make or break your wealth. So today, I'm going to reveal the top 3 daily habits keeping you poor and how to fix them so you can make your wealth stack up like pancakes at an all-you-can-eat breakfast. Alright, let's start with a habit that looks innocent on the surface but could be quietly draining your bank account and your focus every single day. So in 2020, when the world hit the brakes, I decided to start ordering groceries online. But that $15 delivery fee, it was like a mosquito bite, small but irritating enough to get me second guessing. Am I seriously paying extra just to avoid a grocery trip? I'd wonder, feeling the sting of every added charge. At first, I tried to brush it off. It's just a few bucks, I told myself. But week after week, that little voice in my head, it got louder. Am I just being lazy, throwing money down the drain? Then one day, it hit me. It hit me hard, like a runaway shopping cart in the parking lot. I realized each grocery trip was eating up 2 hours of my life. And with 8 trips a month, that added up fast, a whopping 16 hours a month. It was like I'd signed up for a low-wage job as my own personal grocery runner. Instead of earning $7.50 an hour wandering the aisles, I could have been using the time to actually focus on my business, doing the stuff that actually makes money. And it wasn't just about the time, our brains have a limited number of brain cycles. Think of it like a phone battery that only lasts so long each day. Every grocery run was draining my brain juice, leaving me mentally wiped before I'd even sat down to work. I'd come back from the store feeling like I'd run a marathon, but the only competition was for parking lots and the last avocado. Finally, I let go of the guilt and kept hitting order. And the results? My focus skyrocketed, my energy was fully charged, and my CRM stats showed a 20% boost. And now I honestly can't remember the last time I set foot in a grocery store. But if there's one shortcut that can backfire big time, it's this next one. I thought it would save me hours until it started costing me way more than time and money. So after my big grocery store aha moment, I thought, what other time-saving tricks can I pull off? This time, I figured I'd skip cooking altogether and let Seamless be my chef. And since I'm a huge fan of Indian food, my order history looked like a Bollywood buffet. Curries, naan, biryani, a complete package. But after 3 months of living that takeout dream, I noticed something troubling. My pants were getting tighter and my energy level, let's just say I was moving like a snail on vacation. I'd packed on 10 pounds and by mid-afternoon I was so drained I could barely keep my eyes open. My productivity tanked so badly that my CRM stats were sinking faster than a leaky boat. At this point, I knew I needed a game plan. So I hired a nutritionist hoping she'd help me solve this mystery. But she took one look at my order history and said, "Do you even realize you're eating enough salt and oil to fill a small swimming pool?" Turns out my shortcut was giving me an extra side of fatigue and slowing me down faster than a Windows 95 reboot. She laid out a new plan, ditch the takeout, and start making quick, healthy meals at home. I followed her advice, and over the next 6 months, I slimmed down, boosted my energy, and most importantly, got my focus back. My CRM stats spiked like they'd had a double espresso, and I was closing deals left and right. This made me realize eating healthier doesn't just fuel your body, it fuels your bank account too. But this last habit is the sneakiest of all. It doesn't just waste your money, it hijacks your attention and drains your energy without you even realizing. And it's something almost all of us do daily. So a few years back, I was a hardcore news junkie. My browser was locked onto Google News and my Alexa devices were like little newsroom anchors flashing headlines around the clock. Each breaking update was like a mini adrenaline shot. I'd scroll, read, get riled up, repeat. It was basically my version of a roller coaster ride, except without the fun and with way more frustration. Then one night, I was listening to a book by an entrepreneur who mentioned it quit TV altogether. Why? Because every time the news came on, he'd get all worked up about what the president was doing, but he couldn't actually do anything about it. So he pulled the plug on all news, cut out the negativity, and bam, his stress plummeted. I thought, hey, maybe I should try this too. So I went for it, a total news detox. And let me tell you, those first few days felt like trying to give up caffeine. I'd be itching to check the headlines, desperate for the little dopamine hit from the latest scandal. My brain kept reaching for that refresh button like a dog waiting for treats that never came. But after about a week, something started to shift. Without the constant flood of updates, my mind was suddenly as quiet as an empty library. All those brain cycles, our limited mental energy for the day, were back. I channeled that freed up bandwidth straight into my business, and suddenly decisions were sharper, ideas were flowing, and my CRM stats were looking pretty happy about it. Fast forward 2 years, and I haven't touched a single news source. But here's the thing, spotting these habits is just a start. Not knowing this next hack is like making a PB&J but forgetting the jelly. It just isn't complete. So watch this video next so you can learn about the #1 wealth killer no one talks about.